What if I told you that the same lady who created an entire brand on loyalty, forgiving, and sticking by her partner merely Kirk Frost, the guy we all believed was the issue, simply spun the whole internet on its head out of nowhere? He released a hidden video. Rashida was not alone in this never-to-be-seen night vision-style recording. And guess what? Man accompanying her. Let's just say he ain't no cousin stylist or background extra. No, sir. This wasn't simply a caught-in. The Rashida was at the wrong place at the wrong time, with candlelight, naked skin, 2 glasses of wine, and a look on her face that screamed, "I'm not sorry." The clip is going popular on Twitter, and Kirk remains cool as usual. Drinking tea as followers slide into turmoil, Rashida quiet, no denial, no statement. Instagram switched off, friends unfollowing quickly. Thus the issue is, was Kirk ever truly the bad guy? Or did he finally find Rashida doing what? He's been accused of all along. Brace up. This isn't a plot arc, it's a takedown. Let's backtrack, because before we delve into the video that hit the internet, we need to speak about the pair who's created a business out of survival, betrayal. Rashida and Kirk Frost, love and hip-hop bad mess magnets for over a decade. Their relationship has connected by reality, TV glue side chick drama, secret kids, and therapeutic retreats that somehow always resulted in new tattoos with old falsehoods. And every time Kirk strayed, Rashida accepted him back with a new wig and a half grin. But this isn't love. And hip-hop stunt. This is nuclear Dodie. All began with murmurs. 3 weeks before the video premiered, Kirk made an ominous, the Instagram story is merely a dark screen with the words, "Truth is coming soon, and it will hurt." Most people figured he was referring to a new mixtape or another of his failed Frostbro. Nobody anticipated a leaked video showing Rashida in a silk robe, laughing like a high schooler pouring wine for a guy. Who darn certainly wasn't Kirk. Sources close to the case. And by close we mean nosy employees at Frost Bistro, who cannot mind their company, say the video originated from a concealed camera in a luxurious Airbnb Kirk leased, while their Kirk apparently devised the trap himself, rented the site, and handed Rashida the keys. Told her he'd be out of town reconnecting with his origins in Jamaica, but he was in Atlanta logged in, watching it all go down from his iPad, and when he saw what he saw, he pushed record. Now, to be clear, this wasn't a 15-second clip. This was a full Tom-minute exposure HD sound on faces. Clear the dude in the film is still not acknowledged by name, but enthusiasts believe they broke the code. The tattoos, watch, and voice all lead to a specific. Rashida supposedly collaborated with a rapper turned fitness instructor last year for her waist trainer promotion. And you know who we are. According to unidentified sources, Jim Flex and Rashida grew quite close during ad shots. There were many hours of nighttime editing and an unusual surge in AB exercise tales on her Instagram. Despite the fact that her abs never altered, and here's where it gets more worse, Kirk didn't simply remove the video he launched. According to insiders, he conducted a private screening at his Frost Bro after hours, with no phones permitted, and just chosen attendees. Cast members of Love and Hip Hop, a few bloggers, and one dodgy producer from Zeus Network, who allegedly whispered, "We need to spin this into a series." The replies, someone screamed, someone collapsed, and one cast member reportedly rushed out the back door shouting, "Not Rashida." Not like this, but Kirk calm, deadpan, arms crossed. He simply said, "Now y'all know why I quit fighting." He then walked away. But let's not pretend this is the same guy who fathered a kid with Jasmine behind Rashida's back, blamed it on drinking, and subsequently attempted to conceal the child like it was a parking ticket. He's lied, deceived, and gaslit the lady on national TV more than we can count. But after years of playing the villain, Kirk just played the victim card. And people are now listening. Fans overturned one message that stated Rashida been playing the long game. We clown Kirk for years and turns. Ouch, she had a whole side story. Another karma popped up in 4K, but it didn't stop. There is Renee Ruchti, the same lady that was lately believed to be Kirk's new focus, as shown in the initial leak video. Within seconds of it reaching the websites, and then she added a cryptic message, "Tables always turn. Just wait, folks," snatched statement as assurance that not only did Renee know, but she approved. Now image being Rashida, your spouse spills embarrassing. Video of you, your purported side piece, is recognized by the internet. And your replacement, she's cheering it on, Rashida, has always been the queen of keeping everything adorable. But even her quiet this time seemed loud. Reaction, no denial, just a repost of a Bible passage on her narrative. What's done in the dark will come to light, which only caused people yell louder. Is she talking about Kirk or herself? While Love and Hip Hop's producers are supposedly, apparently, one anonymous team member released this. "We were preparing a healing arc this season, but now we may need." According to the court, Kirk is threatening to bring a defamation action against bloggers who claim the footage was updated while Rashida's team is secretly contacting lawyers regarding violation of privacy. But here is the strangest twist is that Kirk may have more records. According to word on the street, this wasn't a one-time affair. Kirk has been playing surveillance agent for a long now. He supposedly has GPS on Rasheeda's vehicle and a tracker on her phone. According to one insider, he even hid an old iPhone in her beauty bag to capture audio recordings of her ladies' night. Convos, yes, this is no longer Love and Hip Hop, but Love and Surveillance, and although some followers name him, others label him brilliant, claiming that he played the long game better than Rashida ever did. Part 1 concludes with Rasheeda's representative delivering a cryptic public statement, asking for privacy at this difficult time. But guess what? The internet doesn't respect privacy, and Kirk just shared a photo smiling with the message, "God don't sleep." You ready for part 2, because what occurs next makes the leak seem like child's play. So when Kirk dropped that post, "God don't sleep," the bloggers went into overdrive. And by overdrive, I mean nuclear meltdown. Shade Room posted 6 times in an hour. And our Hollywood Unlocked had a 12 slide. And even TM's published with the title, "Kirk Frost Outs Rashida, in Viral Betrayal Bombshell Privacy," who, suddenly, it wasn't simply a leak, but a full-fledged digital witch hunt, and people began studying the video as if as a prude video TikTokers slowed it down frame by frame, seeking for indications as to the brand of wine she was pouring. What fragrance did Mr. Jim Flex seem to be wearing? Did the shadow in the rear indicate that another person was viewing one clip? Viral with a lady stating it wasn't simply adultery, that was performance art. Rashida didn't cheat, she directed. And the conflict started with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's production staff. The same people who had been urging Kirk and Rashida to sign off on a marital boot camp plot were now in crisis mode, according to a leaked email from Mona Scott. Young herself summoned an emergency Zoom conference with producers, attorneys, and crisis PR professionals. The message read, If we don't get ahead of this, they will hijack the season before it ever airs. We need to locate Kirk and Rashida, decide, or we're canceling the arc." In the meanwhile, Rashida was radio. Her boutique's page was completely silent with no tweets, articles, or sponsored postings. It was as if she had been consumed by the controversy or scheming her comeback like a Kardashian during sweeps week, but not Kirk. Kirk doubled down and wrote. Another video shows him sitting in his vehicle wearing sunglasses, eating a smoothie, and stating, "Y'all thought I was crazy. Nah, I was. Just patient long game, baby frost don't fold." He then looked at the camera and added, "And if you think that was the only footage, wait till we speak about Renee Ruckji, because the way she triggered immediately, Renee went online few hours after the second video released, nails done, hair slicked full beat, she arrived with one thing. Smoke. Oh, now I'm the villain. I've been quiet and sophisticated, yet others were calling me a house wrecker. Turns out the home was already ruined. She brought receipts and purported messages from Kirk dating back months. Images of Rashida reportedly calling her a transitory stunt, followed by the bomb. A voicemail apparently from Rashida warned Renee to remain in her lane before I humiliated both of you. The internet combusted quickly. It wasn't simply Kirk versus Rashida, but Renee versus Rashida Celebrity Deathmatch Edition. Twitter threads erupted. Just turned the narrative, Rashida was discovered lacking, and now the side girls are running the house memes. One depicted Kirk, Renee and Rashida in a Powerpuff Girls layout, with Rashida's face modified to appear like Mojo Jojo. Another depicted a false cover of Cheaters Atlanta edition with Kirk holding binoculars and a spy camera. But while jokes were flying, actual implications began to emerge for one of Rashida's brand partnerships. A major sports clothing sponsor, the same one she advertised with Jim Flex, halted her contract, claiming unexpected brand alignment worries. One PR insider told us, "The scandals to messy sponsors don't want to be part of a soap opera. Unless they offer detergent." Then followed the legal things, according to ATL's local circuit court clerk's website, which some fans apparently got into. Rashida's attorneys filed a temporary. Kirk was ordered to delete the video from all sites or face immediate civil fines. Emotional pain and reputational sabotage. Kirk's reaction was an image of a shredder with the message, "You can't unsee the reality, tiny ice-cold peak Kirk." Meanwhile, rumors were flying that Mr. Jim Flex, whose actual name we won't publish out of false politeness, was in discussions with Zeus Network to make a story. Yes, you heard it correctly. The guy at the heart of the issue supposedly wants to spill his side in high defaf. According to reports, the subscription-based Zeus-style drama episode would include body cam video, direct messages, and maybe a lie. Detector segment brew. This isn't just a cheating scandal, it's content gold. But guess who else noticed cash signs? Insiders claim producers are already developing a spin-off series centered only on the aftermath, tentatively named Love and When Allegiance Breaks, Cameras Roll, and it's not just for TV. A few intrepid bloggers frostbite. The Real Atlanta Divorce is a docu-series on YouTube that has now reached episode 3. 2 million views and growing. But don't forget Rashida. Because just when the Globe believed she'd gone ghost boom, she publishes one black and white photo with no caption. Just her face, no makeup, and swollen lips pushed. And the comment section, "Mayhem. You didn't deserve this. We still ride for you. Kirk's been destroyed. This doesn't make him king." But underlying all the compassion, a bigger voice was forming, and Rashida played the game theory. Fans claim Rashida let Kirk publish the footage on purpose. According to the belief, she knew about the cameras and setup, and when she was found, she let everything play out to finally escape out of her marriage, appearing like the one who had. As one popular tweet said, it was not a scandal, but rather a deliberate withdrawal. However, if Rashida planned, she's quickly losing control of the story, because Rennie is out here parading Kirk around like a man reborn. They were photographed together at a private bar in Buckhead, matching suits hand-holding, and one witness stated Kirk. According to another source, Kirk purchased Renee a brand new Jeep Trackhawk and is supposedly looking for a ring. Meanwhile, Rasheeda is stuck attempting to repair a business founded on loyalty, is being auctioned off to the highest bidder, and the fans, ripped in two, shout, "Free Rasheeda, she's gone through enough." The other half she played Kirk for years. This was overdue, and the rest just waiting for the next episode, since if this is part 2, you already know part 3 is going to go nuclear. Investigations, restraining orders, and speculations that someone on the cast may have released even more material. So after Rennie Ricci went public as Kirk doubled down, and Rashida eventually broke her quiet with that breathless black and white selfie, you'd think the dust would settle right in correct, because just when it seemed like the controversy had approached peak intensity, Atlanta's media streets were inundated with one-word probe that is immediately behind the Rashida's legal team. Wasn't simply seeking small injunctions anymore. They were preparing to sue for slander. According to people close to the camp, they are alleging intentional planned sabotage. Kirk didn't merely stumble onto a security camera footage. They allege Kirk installed the camera and altered it. angles. Even paid the security man at the gym $5,000 in cash and uses to keep it quiet. Guess who the gym owner is? The gym's management team acknowledged to an unauthorized non-employee put a recording device in a private location, violating local surveillance rules. Translation: Kirk could have just changed himself from a messy ex into a criminal, and it gets worse since Rasheeda is no longer just trying to clear her reputation. She's flipping the entire affair and is gathering proof to show Kirk had wiretapping, stalking and tormenting her for months, all while beaming in interviews like a born-again. According to one unnamed source, Rashida has a folder entitled Frost Files that is thick enough to knock out a judge inside screenshots, emails, GPS trackers, and even purported film of Kirk following her vehicle in the middle of. Let's speak about the fans. Since as the courtroom mayhem is developing, the internet is chewing popcorn. Like opening night at a Tyler Perry screening, Twitter has gone full FBI red circles speech analysis, according to one user. Rashida was caught with a background extra from the 5th season of Love and Hip Hop. Episode 3, timestamp 11:48 to be precise. You cannot make up another notion that the whole incident was a Mona Scott. According to TikTok conspiracy theorists, Mona reportedly arranged the whole event to revitalize the fading business. Ratings offered Kirk and Rashida executive producer honors if they helped it become viral. Drama is playing out beat by beat like a season finale, which wouldn't be unusual, but guess who isn't remaining silent? Scrappy's mother, Atlanta's filthy monarch, joined a podcast last night and dragged everyone. Rashida knew what she was doing. Kirk was a player, and Rennie didn't belong in this scenario. Then she drank her wine and added, VH1 should give me a check since I anticipated this 5 years ago. And just when you think it couldn't descend worse, the FBI jumps in. Actually, according to A Today, the FBI is investigating digital privacy, so who cares about a popular tweet that may or may not be satirical? Violations and financial entanglements involving Atlanta-based reality stars who tweet 4 million views, and now many believe Kirk's not just guilty of cheating or releasing tape, but who reportedly moved money from Rasheeda's enterprises into offshore crypto wallets with Rennie's relatives. Frostbody Works LLC is a false shell corporation that is currently popular on Reddit. Bills revealing Rennie's name as consultant. Folks online are certain this ain't simply love triangle drama. Rico worthy, while Kirk is out here pretending nothing is wrong. He turned up at an Atlanta event over the weekend. Rennie had cameras flashing on his sleeve. And get this. He was wearing a black t-shirt that stated, I ain't sorry, I got receipts. The degree of troll legendary, and fans went insane. Others applauded, others booed. One lady reportedly tossed a protein bar at him while yelling, Rashida made you lose her. He shrugged, but here's the real big punch. Rashida's closest circle is dissolving. Erica Dixon unfollowed her. Sierra posted, a dark tale about false buddies who weep on Instagram but lie in real life. And Candy Boris, she's remaining quiet. Wicked. Candy says everything, and Rashida eventually broke her quiet for earnest, dropping a 7-minute YouTube video named My Truth, filmed in low light with piano music playing. She sat in a white robe drinking tea and looked dead at the camera. And she answered, silence is not always a sign of weakness. It may also be a sign of protection. Then she informed the world she was set up by someone who couldn't handle her power and verified that legal action is pending. She did not identify Kirk or Rennie, but when she added, you believed destroying me would make you king, but you've simply anointed yourself a clown. Wow, she received a torrent of comments. 8, drag him, queen. This was her lemonade moment, and fans are Mosquito is popular, and women are uploading pictures with phrases like unbothered loyal, resilient. But Kirk's squad is planning a counterattack, and word on the street is that he's got a second video. And this time Rashida is not only chatting to Mr. Jim Flex, she's supposedly giving him a folder. No one knows what's in it, but the leak is allegedly falling within days. So what happens next? Potentially another injunction, a complete lawsuit. Rashida filing criminal charges, the FBI really pulling up, or VH1 converts all this into a 6-part, limited series narrated by Mama D. All we know is that the internet is watching the drama, is boiling, and Kirk just could have executed the coldest PR maneuver reality TV has ever seen. So now that the issue is, who is actually playing? Is Kirk a petty genius or a walking disaster? Is Rashida a victim? A long game strategy, and Renee, is she in love or merely in the spotlight? Chari Sab, the game just turned, and if you think this is the end, you definitely don't know Atlanta. And now that the explosives drop and the fallout has started, what do? Is Kirk simply a bitter ex lashing out or a genius revealing the truth? The world refused to see if Rashida genuinely, is this a deep slip? Created a phony tragedy to gain power, and Renee Rushchi. Is she a rebound? Or was she always has a plan because this isn't just about no longer is this about relationships. Revenge, reputation, and reality television. We have royalty struggling for survival. Leaked gym footage, purported cryptocurrency accounts, shadow litigation, and hidden burner phones. Possible whisper campaigns in the FBI. Investigations and coldest love. Atlanta